Alright, it is early December 1862. I actually apologize. I forgot to record the last turn when I did it. Um, However, I'm sure Tim did his half, so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on. Um, there was only a few skirmishes and one small battle last turn. Um, One of them, well, I'll just show you when I get over there. There was a few skirmishes in Tennessee, just with all his partisans and rangers moving around trying to cut up rails and stuff like that. Um, but I won't get too much into it. I'll just mention the one small battle once I get over to that area. And nothing huge went on. I just got a lot of moving pieces going around. Kind of figuring out still what I want to do at this point. But the turn I just ran, there were absolutely no battles. Excuse me. So I'll kind of just give you an idea of what I'm doing, just get everybody caught up. I am just moving this cav unit here just to get a little bit of entrenchment in case he tries to come down this way. I'm not sure what happened to... he had a bigger force here, like it was almost 650 to 700. I'm not sure where those people are. I don't think they're here, or I'd see them in here. Pretty sure. So hopefully he doesn't come around and swing around with some kind of force. I'm thinking he pulled them up here though, because I know one of these was under siege, and he may be trying to move like cavalry north and maybe try to get through the mountains or something. Who knows? Up here, I'm not sure if this happened last turn, but there was a small battle. He won it. He actually took a few more casualties, but he did win it. I got pushed out. Actually, I wasn't pushed out, but this turn, actually, I can't remember. But either way, this guy's pretty much got nothing left going on for him right now. He's such low cohesion. See, if you see here, he's 0 out of 75. So I'm just trying to get him over. He should be joined with this unit this next turn here, and I don't think he can get in here by then. I got another wagon coming in here. I think what I'm going to do is, since I want to hold Santa Fe anyway, pretty sure it's check here. What's the button? It is a strategic town, so I mean, since we're playing for victory points, starting this game, then you want to hold this. So I'm going to build a depot here with the big wagon. That way, I don't have to keep transferring wagons up and down. And it's probably going to be hard to lodge them out of this area. And of course, I don't want to take too much away from Santa Fe. So this is probably going to be as much as can be done here. Fairly certain if he comes over with any kind of force anytime, I've got enough entrenchment, and I don't think he can win that way. And if he tries to go around me, that's just too far to go with any sizable force, and he's just not going to get any supply. So unless he tries to come down this way and build a fort, I'll reevaluate things. But other than that, I'm just going to kind of keep a force here equal to his, and then whatever I got left, I may try to go over and take the city here, and just kind of try to harass him. But he's probably just going to sit tight right here. That's what I'd probably do, unless he's bringing forces over here, which whatever he's got, if he's bringing it over from the east or the west or whatever, it's going to take a while. So there's probably not going to be much more action out this way. Let's see. As you know, up here in Missouri and Arkansas, I took a division out of here. I don't know if he knows that yet. He's still got his 2 here, so that's good. Actually, I should pull him back here. So, unless he brings a bunch of divisions over here, which I'm fairly certain he's not, I feel like I can hold this with 1 division, at least through the winter. Now when spring comes along, I may just pull him back. We'll just have to evaluate as the time comes. over here in this area, all it is his rangers zipping around trying to tear up rail lines. But as I mentioned before, I'm not reinforcing this area. At least I have no plans to. If he rolls a big force over here into West Tennessee, he's just going to take it, and I'm going to let him take it. I mean, I'll try to, do my best to put up a little fight, but if he makes a major effort over here, I'm just not going to pull reinforcements over here because I just don't have them. These guys have been kind of standing off for a while. He's sitting here, and Fremont here with a 388 force. River crossing penalty. I'm fairly certain he could take them. So he's cutting all these rail lines. By the end of the day, it doesn't really hurt me any because, I'm not putting anybody over there. Over here, nothing's really happening much. I went into this little area. I'm gonna cut the rail lines, come down here, cut these rail lines, just to kind of delay his action moving this way in case he tries to go around me, which he will eventually at some point, I think. My next line of defense is going to be right here behind this river, so these two regions here. And of course, if he kind of overwhelms me, then I'll pull back to Chattanooga and Stevenson here. And then maybe just Chattanooga, we'll see. But, I was thinking there's been a lot going on this game, but I can pull back into defensive mode maybe and still maybe win this game. I don't see me taking Washington at this point. Things could change, of course. If he gets into a big battle with me and I just, whip him pretty good, then, things could change. But it's late December 1862. It's about to be 1863, and he hasn't really gotten far out here. Like when he first invaded, I expected him to have almost everything here except for right here in the mountains. So, that's kind of a win. I've been having really bad luck with battles lately over in Virginia. If you currently look at the casualty count here, he's lost 100 and just shy of 127,000, and I'm just over 135. So that's not good. However, as I mentioned, I still hold most of Tennessee. He hasn't really invaded anywhere on the coast, except for at the beginning at Fort Sumter. So, I'm still somewhat hopeful about this game. As you can see, here I'll pull you down here to New Orleans. I got a division still there. You see, he's got a scout ship here, so that could just be trying to just putting it down there to make me think he's going to invade when he's just going to do stuff in Virginia. Who knows? But that division I pulled out of Arkansas is on its way down here. Now, I hope he does come down here. Maybe he's got like 3 corps or something. He comes down here, thinks he can take it, and he doesn't see this division here. I'm fairly certain he'll get beat pretty bad. And as I mentioned, like towards the beginning of the game, like New Orleans is the city that makes the most money for me. I built all these factories and I built arsenals, ironworks, armories. I don't think there's an arsenal. But anyway, it's not worth leaving undefended. That's why I never took this division out of here, and I'm actually reinforcing it now because I'm kind of being put back more on the defensive at the moment. Now, as you can see, everywhere else on the coast, even in Texas, here, Pensacola, Mobile, I got nothing there. I can't defend it. I just don't have troops to spare. What's kind of concerning me the most right here, Savannah and Charleston. I got nothing here. And since he's kind of winning, I'm sure he's got it in his head that he should invade soon. So the plan is to try to get, some more divisions down here. At least 2, maybe 3 or 4. I want at least 1 division sitting on each city. I'd like to have 1 here in Wilmington too, but I just can't go everywhere. So I'm gonna leave Wilmington open, leave Mobile, Pensacola, Texas, all that. There's nothing I can do. And even if he's got something if he's got something right now ready to invade, then I'm not gonna be able to stop him down here. He's just gonna take it, and there's nothing I can do about it. Go back over to Tennessee for a second. right here, I mean, he's been kind of, um, you know, he usually plays pretty aggressive. He hasn't really done much here. I don't really know what he's trying. I mean, he has poor attacking commanders here. I mean, he's got Sherman in there. I don't want him to gain, um, be able to rank up to the next level, because then he could be what is he now? He's not even enough for a core, is he? Oh, that's good. Let's keep it that way. Um, you know, he's got more troops here. Adding these up together, he's got a little over 5,000. With my guys, I got just under 4. So if he attacks me, I'm not worried. He's not going to be able to push me out of here, especially entrenched. I don't know what he's got here. It says a division, but I don't know if it's a full division. So he's got 2 divisions here. Um, so it seems like he's playing this kind of cautious. Um, it is winter time. I'm not too concerned at the moment. Then again, I don't foresee me anytime in the near future being able to reinforce this area. So I'm thinking this is just going to be a game of, you know, if he tries to outflank me and stuff, I'm just going to incrementally fall back. Now I can't lose Chattanooga. Um, that opened up to Georgia, go down to Atlanta. So at the end of the day, like if he's pushing me hard here, I may try to pull just these troops I do have in Eastern over there. So, you know, I want to keep these rail lines open, but I don't want to beat a dead horse telling you that I'm not defending West Tennessee. I think I do that too much. Um, so out in Virginia, so the last turn, that battle that I mentioned, that it was a small battle. It's just his corps engaged. He's over here now, Smith's corps, and I think I lost maybe almost 2,000 men. He lost 1,000. I was trying to get out of there. He got a morale for it, so that sucks, but he's out now. So the plan here, there's a lot of stuff moving around here. Um, he put a core down here. I'm not sure exactly why, unless he's going to try to swing around and take Fredericksburg and try to go for Richmond. Um, I don't know if he knows what I have in Richmond. Um, but if he was to, like, even if he left a core up here, if he was to take Grant and this guy down here and cross the river and try to go into this region, I mean, that'd leave him a little bit vulnerable because these rail lines are not connected. Um, and that's just if he gets to cross the river. I don't know if he knows what I have in Richmond, but I was able to kind of muster together 2 pretty good divisions. One of them's got a volunteer with a little volunteer regiment with a little bit more cavalry than I want in there, and hardly any artillery. But um, it's an okay division. AP Hill's got a solid division here under Johnson, and I'm moving him up there. Should be in 2 days. I don't know if he's still moving to Fredericksburg, but hopefully I can get there within 2 days. If he crosses with just this corps here, you know, he'll get beat, I think. And even if he doesn't, I've got Smith's Corps. I'm railing him down to Richmond. Um, you know, if you look at him here, he's got 4 divisions. Well, kind of 3.5 if you look at it, but I mean, they're basically ineffective. Pretty much out of men. This is the one that's kind of half a division. So I'm just railing them back to Richmond, try to build them up again. And these might be the divisions I kind of send down to Savannah and Charleston. Just depends on what happens up here. So that being said, like I said, I was railing them down to Virginia. So if he does move across and pushes Johnson back, then I mean, I'm putting everything into my chits right now, so they should be the ones gaining in strength, and I should be able to hold this area. Now, if he moves Grant down there with him, I have no doubt they'll push him out, and we'll have to, I mean, I'm not going to say what I'm for sure would do, but I may just put my those four divisions coming plus these two, I'd have 2 corps here in Richmond, and I may just leave them there. And then if he pulls Grant and this corps down this way, I've got a big enough force here that I could go for DC, and that may be my best shot. Or I may decide to rail these guys back and fight them there and rail them back. But either way, if he puts his this puts him in a bad spot because these rail lines don't connect, so I can zip back and forth fairly quickly. He cannot. It's kind of the sucky thing I think I mentioned early in this game is there's no rail line that connects Strasbourg and Winchester, and that's kind of a really sucks for CSA. So I've got Jackson here. I'm not going to leave him in this area. I'm going to put him in with Longstreet here. And I'm just kind of waiting to see what he does. I'm not strong enough to attack him. He's got great stats, General Grant here, especially with winning those battles lately. Kearney's got good stats. He's a 4 defense, 6 defense, 3 defense. I think there's actually another corps here. Hamilton, I don't know what his ratings are, but either way, I just don't have the numbers to attack him, even though he's not entrenched very well. It's just, I just don't have it. I hope he attacks me. I hope he doesn't see I have these 2 divisions back here. As you mentioned, as I mentioned last time, I had a division here, and last turn I had another one get there as well. They're pretty good divisions. Ewell, Doles, you know, they're full strength. I think their cohesion's pretty good. You know, it's not perfect, but it's decent there. I'm hoping he doesn't see these because it'll take me one day and I will join with Longstreet here. And if he attacks me, even with everything he has, that's going to be about 6, 7, 8, about a 9,000 power force. If I get him in here, I'll have what's that, 35, 6, somewhere maybe 6,500. And I think that'd be a huge good battle. It could go either way, but I think I'm kind of favored for that. Longstreet does have good stats. Now, some of these division commanders don't, but I think I'd fare decently. Other than that, I was debating moving one of these divisions and kind of join them up with Johnson here, but in a way, I almost want him to come over. Like, even if he brings Grant and Kearney and I'd lose the battle, I kind of want him to do that, maybe, because that would leave Alexandria open. I would take it. I don't know what this guy would do, but I'd come up here, maybe take DC, and I feel like I could get to DC before they could get to Richmond, maybe. Even if not, I'd have 2 corps here with 3 divisions each. So that might be a race. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Sorry I couldn't do the last turn. I'll try to do better about that. See you later. Alright, it is late December 1862. I don't have a lot of time to do this video, so I'm going to try to go through it as quickly as possible. Out far west here, my guy still hasn't linked up here. Should be there in a day or so, though. As I mentioned, I'm going to try to go pretty quick. A few battles happened. He took 2 divisions down to Memphis, took Memphis, so that changes things up a bit. Since he's kind of gone around behind me here, it doesn't really make much sense to hold this area, seeing as he can just move this way, take Little Rock, and then what am I really holding here? I'm hesitant about taking this division out of here, though, because it's for some reason holding 2 of his divisions right here. But at the end of the day, I just feel like he'd get trapped out here and couldn't really do anything. So I'm sure me moving my division out, he's probably going to take one of his back east and move one going this way. I don't know. Either way, I've decided to pull out. My immediate plans, or at least to the winter, is just try to get this division to Little Rock. And he should be able to, unless he comes by boat here, then I don't think he'd get over here in time before I could. Now that being said, him doing that just kind of automatically takes this whole area right here, because I can't really stay up here to defend it. I had this guy here, this unit here, just kind of holding off what he had. You know, he came around me. Honestly, I figured he'd have this whole thing by now anyway. Right now, my plan is to kind of put a small unit here, and then have another small unit down in Vicksburg. So I don't want to come down here and kind of get deep down here. So I just got a bunch of guys moving out right now. I'm just staying put right here. I plan to stay here through the winter unless something changes. I would assume it'd take till spring for him to just take everything, like take all the regions here and kind of just put everything under his control. So by this coming spring, I expect him to just have all control of all of this. I'll still be here. I'm going to have a small force here. Eventually, he'll probably move this way, and I'm just going to have to pull back to Chattanooga and Stevenson. The battle, if I can bring it back up here. Now, both battles this turn I lost. Here we go. He lost 399. I lost 707. These units got out. I couldn't. There's no way for me to hold that against two divisions. So, is what it is. The other battle happened in Virginia. So, he did go for Fredericksburg. Now I lost almost 2,000. He lost 3176. I'm thinking because I guess Grant was about to come up and support him, then that's the reason I lost the battle. But looking here, like, I still hold the city. I'm still entrenched. Like, I see sometimes when you take a city and like push an army, like the army will still be in there, but it's kind of on its way out. And I think this guy was on his way out, but for some reason he's still entrenched. He's got a pretty beat up unit right here, so I've just got Johnson on blue, so if I'm losing, hopefully he just retreats back. I've got Smith here connected to Johnston. If you'll remember, it's those beat up cores. Hopefully they get built up. I'd imagine if he pushes hard for here, he could get down here maybe 2 or 3 turns, and hopefully that's enough to get these units back up to where I could withstand this. So he's got Kearney here. He's got Grant, and then he's got a corps under Meade. So I'm guessing that's six divisions there. He's got 4 here. That's 10 divisions. And if Smith gets back up with what I had, I know it shows 3, but I have another division kind of sitting in the city. I'd have 4, 5, 6 divisions entrenched. I think I'd be okay if he brings all this down here. I'm not sure what he's going to do. I'm not railing my guys back. I'm too far behind in this game that I can't just sit, so I'm taking a chance. I'm going into Alexandria. I got both of these corps, which are really sizable corps, going into Alexandria, and I even got Jackson moving up to this next region, not on assault posture, because I don't want him to get into the city and then me take heavy casualties. I can always take the city on another turn. So I got that going on. If he tries to go down for Richmond, I'm going to try to go for DC, and it may just be a race, and we'll see who wins. I got things moving around. Got Pickett moving back up to Harper's Ferry. So hopefully I can just kind of hold on to that. Looks like he's trying to come in, rebuild rail. I don't know if this is a full division. I doubt it is. So hopefully I can kind of hold on to Harper's Ferry for the moment. Other than that, I'm just kind of putting everything into replacing my units. At the moment, I have 102 morale. He's got 104. I know the next turn you can raise taxes and do war bonds again. Plus, you can get conscripts. I know it costs morale, but I'm probably going to do it anyway. Other than that, I know he's still got a scout down here, so I was hoping he'd pull out, or at least my fleet would at least engage him, but it doesn't look like it did, so he probably sees that I have 2 divisions here now, so he's probably not going to come down to New Orleans. Or maybe he doesn't see him, we'll see. I may move one of these divisions up to Vicksburg temporarily. That's pretty much it. Hopefully I'm successful in this next battle. If not, then I would say the game's going to be quickly done after that, most likely. So I'll run the turn and send this back over.